Today we're going to make some chicken breast and chicken back soup. I just started it. I just clean up my chicken back and I am going to cut up my chicken breast. See, I clean up my chicken back already. I clean them up already. And my chicken breast, I'm just cleaning it up. People, I can't speak too loud today. I'm trying to find my mics, but I can't find, I don't know where it is. I had it when I was going to Jamaica and I don't know where it is. But anyway, I try to speak so you can understand what I'm saying. My throat is hurting me like crazy. I did a video about that, so you will see it. I'm going to put up that video before this one, because I'm making two videos for today. But anyway, I'm cutting up my chicken breast. I can't cut it up too small because you know it's soup and it's gonna boil out if I cut it too small. I'm making the soup and I put chicken breast there because I want my grandbaby to get some, and he love when I make chicken soup. Okay, people, you see how I'm cutting it big? By the time the soup done boil, it gets so small. That's why I'm cutting them so big. So that's it, people. I'm going to rinse it off with some vinegar. You know we have to rinse our meat with vinegar or lime juice, or whichever one you prefer. I have my vinegar here. And as usual, I put the meat skin and everything in our bag. Make sure you clean the inside of the chicken back. These red stuff, take them out and take off the fat off the chicken back, because you're making soup. You don't want that fat in your soup and it's going to be too oily. So you see, people, clean. So big I cut up my chicken breast. By the time the soup finish, they shrink. Look. I'm going to rinse one more time. Yeah, that's how you want it to look when you rinse your meat. If you want, you can rinse it again, but I rinse my meat like 3-4 times. Look at that, people. Yes, clean meat. Alright, people, I'm going to put a little salt in the pot. I'm going to put in my meat. Everything that takes a while to cook, I put it in first. I have a few pieces of corn. I'm going to put that in too with the meat. I put 2 to 3 cloves of garlic in the pot. That's all I put when I'm putting the meat first. A lot of people season their meat before they put it in pot when they're making soup. But I don't. I just put salt and I put 2 to 3 cloves of garlic. And then I cover my pot. I'm going to prepare the other food. Stick and stay with me. See, my water is boiling. So the next thing I put in is my corn. Because you know corn take a little while to cook. Even though it's sweet corn, you put it in with the meat. Look at it, people. The pot full already. I'm not put in everything yet. Alright. I'm going to do my pumpkin, my carrot, my Irish, and I'm going to put it in the pot. So this is my pumpkin. You saw it pretty? I'm using all of this. I peel off the skin, but I still leave a little on it because you know the nutrients is in the skin and it give your soup body. So I leave a little piece on it. Just the rough part, I normally take off a piece of the rough part like that. People, when you buy your pumpkin and you're not going to use it the same day, make sure you take out the middle of the pumpkin because it will spoil the pumpkin. Make sure you take out the middle before you put it in the fridge. I'm going to use about 3 carrots. You might be wondering why I put garlic in the pot. The garlic cut the rawness of the meat. I'm going to use 2 Irish potatoes. I'm going to wash this off. Make sure you wash off your food, people. Wash it off nice and clean. Alright. When I do that, people, I normally cut these in smaller pieces. Yeah, I dice them. Not too small because you know the soup is boiling and it's going to boil out everything, so you don't want it too small. The carrots too, I do not cut the carrots small. You want some food for it. So sometimes I cut it like this. See? You want some food for it. And sometimes I cut it like this. I slant it like that. You can't have soup and you don't have food in there for eat, people. See? Just like that. When I make my soup, I normally put 2 big pieces of pumpkin in it. Depends on the size of the pot. And then the other pieces, I cut them up. I dice it up. So now I wash it again and I put it in the pot. See, people, look how colorful. I dropped the big piece of pumpkin because when the pot cook, I'm going to crush it out so as to give my soup some body and some color. Look how colorful. That's my pumpkin soup with chicken breast and chicken back. I'm going to allow the corn and the meat to cook. Then I'm going to put in my food. So people, stick and stay with me and come right back. I'm going to make some dumpling and just put it aside until the corn is cooked. So I use 2 cups of flour and a little cornmeal. No measuring. And I put a little salt in my hand. Not any fancy dumpling like what Mr. Francis cook. You know, you pour your water in little at a time. You don't want your flour to spoil. Just a little tip more, people. Just sprinkle it around it. Just a little bit more and we're done. Look at that, people. Dumpling, see? Alright. I'm waiting for my corn to cook. And I put in the flour. Yep. I'm going to take out the pumpkin because it cook. And I'm going to put in the dumpling. Give me a few minutes. People are going to take out the pumpkin. The big pumpkin, the one that I left big. See? Because I'm going to crush those. Remember I told you it give the soup body and color. And you're not going to make your dumpling too big. As it's soup, you don't want big dumpling in soup. Like around this size. See? I'm going to put in my food now. I have a few pieces of yam. See, I don't cut them up big because it's soup. And a few pieces of dasheen and sweet potato. And that's it. That's all I'm going to put in it. I have to put on gloves, people, because the yellow yam scratch me. Francis always say, I don't know yellow yam scratching, but it scratch me, people. I always say I cook in a little pot of soup and end up cooking too much. See the pumpkin? I'm going to crush it. When I crush it, I'm going to put it back in the pot. So I said it give your soup body and also color. When I'm peeling the pumpkin, I leave a little piece of the skin on it. Because the skin having all the nutrients. I had to change the pot. There was too much food in the pot, so I had to change it and put on this big pot. Look at that, people. Look in the pot. Look in the pot. I'm going to put in my chicken noodle now and I'm going to season it. Usually when I'm making soup, I use 2 packs of chicken noodle. I use the cock soup, the flavor soup mix, and also use the pumpkin. Yeah, 2 of them. You can mix it out in some water, but this one is not lumpy, so I just use it like that. And I usually put it in when the food is half cooked because I want the noodle to cook with the food. This is the one that always carry a lot of lump, the cock soup. So I'm just using one of the small knife to kind of crush it out to take out the lumps. You can put it in a dish or a bowl and put a little water in it, but can't bother with that right now. And then I put it in my pot. I'm going to put some scallion, thyme, and some sweet pepper. Yeah, once I'm making pumpkin soup, I put a piece of bell pepper in it. 4 pieces. And I put 3 stalks of scallion. I'm going to put some pimento seed. Some crushed pimento seed. And some thyme flake, people. Look at that. I'm going to allow it to cook. And then I put my seasoning. My dry seasoning. Like, I'm going to put a little all-purpose in it. But I'm going to let it cook a little more. And that's it. It's almost done. Just allowing the chicken noodle to cook. And that's it. The pot land. People, when I put in the noodle and I check it, didn't want any more seasoning. The salt was good. Everything was good. So it's soup ready. People, as I tell you, the chicken breast is going to mash out. Look at that, people. Mash right out. It's only the chicken back left standing. But people, it's good. Just in time for Mr. Francis. He's going to walk through that door like within 5 minutes. So people, that's it for my chicken breast and my chicken back soup. Until another video. Walk good. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Until next time, eat good food, make belly bust. We are out.